What's up, everybody? I've been trading this $50,000 FTMO challenge since May 15th. This was one of the first times I'm trying an extremely safe version of my trading style. Very steady gains, very low risk. The main draw of the strategy is the compounding. I would go for 3 wins in a row, and this would complete the challenge requirements. This plan definitely does work. I made a couple of mistakes on the challenge, which is probably going to prevent me from being able to complete it in time. I have until June 13th, which is next Tuesday. I don't think that will be enough time. So as long as I keep a profit on the account, I'll be able to do the free retry. I am actually going to go for that instead. And that will allow me to have enough time to breathe and actually get it done without worrying or having to rush. This particular challenge, I was going through a lot of changes in my personal life, along with deciding on a much more safe and steady way of trading. Since I have decided that I want to do this full time, hopefully by the end of the year. So I will write this one off as kind of a trial. Restarted back up on Tuesday, and now that I know my newest and safest strategy actually does work, I can go full speed ahead with that. But either way, let's go ahead and take a look at the trades that I did take last night. Okay, so last night I took 4 trades altogether, and there's just a couple things that I want to talk about here. So let's see. First off, I was banking on the dollar going up, which is exactly what it did. Here's the start of the session right here, down here on the hourly chart. You see, I knew for sure, well, I had a great idea that it wasn't going to come just immediately down. I thought it would go back up first. I thought it would go back up to this red line that I put. It actually went a little bit further and went all the way up and put in a double top here. So it did do what I thought it was going to do. So let me go ahead and point this out here. So as soon as that was happening is when this happened over on the NZDU. And I actually did call this move out. I just didn't take it because it didn't look all that great, really. So that could have been, you could have taken it here on this giant bar here, probably an 11 pip stop loss. Let's see if it went 3 here. So 11 and 33, it probably did. Yep. Okay, so that worked. Now it did take until 6:40 a.m. so I mean that's a 6.5 hour trade there. So it did take very long to go through, but it did go through. Actually did not take that though, so I'm kind of mad at myself on that one. It was a really good easy trade. So 2 trades I did take ended up failing. Was over here. Now see, this is a common mistake that I make, getting into these types of EMA reversal, EMA pullback type of things without using a stop order is just not a good idea at all, because that's all I had to do was set a sell stop underneath and it would have never triggered, and I wouldn't have lost, actually lost 2 trades on this move up here. So that was 2 unnecessary losses there. So definitely logging that in my brain, like, do not do that. That is just completely unnecessary, because if it was going to come down, it would have came down more than 3. So using a stop order is definitely the way to go in that situation, because like I always say, the only drawback to stop orders is that you have to use a larger stop. But if it's going to go more than 3 reward anyway, it doesn't matter that the stop is larger. And let's see, I also had a loss over here on the EGBP. Now this wasn't in like the best spot. It did look like it was gonna go up if anything, but it still wasn't like all that great of a move. So I took it, I believe here. Yep, and then my stop was like right in there somewhere. I think I had a 4 pip stop loss, I believe. So something like that. So ended up failing, and it ended up going past this level too. So I didn't feel too bad about that one failing. Wasn't the best trade. I probably just shouldn't have taken that one in the first place. And then the UCAD, this trade is actually still on there. It started off looking pretty good, and then it just reversed, obviously because the dollar was still going up, even though the UCAD chart was super in a downtrend. Yeah, the dollar really does take precedence over any of the individual pairs. So whatever the dollar's doing is what you have to follow. At least for now, that's how it is. Yeah, so those are the trades I took. Really not a good performance at all, and definitely missed some things that I should have taken. Took the wrong things in other places, so it was just I was just kind of off for the session, but it's okay. It does happen. I have noticed that I get kind of thrown off by choppy days. I'll be sitting and waiting for a good move and nothing is happening. Now, the old me would have just started entering into stuff just out of boredom. Luckily, I'm not doing that anymore, but I do notice my risk management will be thrown off at times. It's almost like since I wasn't able to get anything, it makes me want to make it all up on one trade. I always say that trading really is all about discipline. Once you understand the technicals, it comes down to proper risk management. Another issue I've had is proper entries. Typically, you want to wait for 2 confirmations, especially on the smaller time frames, like the 5-minute that I take most of my trades on. I would say I've corrected most of my bad behaviors at this point. It's just a couple more impulse issues that I have. Obviously, over risking at the wrong times is an issue. Other than that, I think I have this thing down pretty good. So be sure to hit the like button if you're enjoying the streams, the recaps, the channel overall. I do put quite a bit of work into this, so I do appreciate it. I'm going to take a break from streaming tonight. I do feel like I need a day off from trading, so I'm going to take it. Of course, this will be the day when a bunch of great moves pop up too, but you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. But I'll be back on here tomorrow night at 11:30 p.m. Pacific time as usual. Remember to always trade responsibly, and I'll see you guys later.